Are you on a GLP-1 medication and you're just feeling like you need a little bit more support? I suggest you meet with a registered dietitian. I recently had my first appointment with my registered dietitian, even after being on a GLP-1 medication for a whole year. And let me tell you, I walked away with some more knowledge and some aha moments. So I have 4 tips that I learned from my registered dietitian. My name is Elise, and I have been on a weight loss journey with the help of a GLP-1 called Zepbound for the past year now. I recently just had my first visit with a registered dietitian, and I'm not perfect. This is my first time going on this journey. And one thing that I wish that I had done from the very beginning was had a registered dietitian go along with the journey with me. So I just want to stress the importance of anyone who is starting on a GLP-1, whether it be Zepbound, Wegovy, Ozempic, whatever GLP-1 that you are starting, I suggest you meet up with a registered dietitian so that they can walk hand in hand along this journey. See, Zepbound is an amazing tool, and I am so thankful for it, but it also took changing my diet, rewiring my brain, my mindset, and physically moving my body regularly. Don't let Zepbound just do all the work for you. It's a partnership. So it does its part, but you still got to do your part, because not only do I want to have a successful weight loss journey, I want to keep the weight off for many, many years to come. So with that being said, I have 4 weight loss tips from my registered dietitian. Our first appointment was the getting to know you phase. Now, we went over what I ate that day, what the previous night looked like, what my week had looked like as far as my eating and my physical activity, just to get to know where I am currently at. The first tip that I got from my registered dietitian was, don't turn something you love into a chore. Now, this had to do with physical activity. I used to love walking. I still love walking, but I used walking as a primary source of fitness. I was doing 10,000 steps a day. I was so dedicated with it. And if you've seen some of my previous videos, you know that actually I had plantar fasciitis. I got an injury from walking constantly. So today I don't use walking as my primary source of fitness. I use it for what it is. I love walking. I use it as a stress reliever, especially in nature. It helps with digestion, but I don't use it as my source of fitness. Instead of just treating walking as something that I just simply loved, I turned it into a chore. First, I started making it a game. I said, I'm gonna get 9,000 steps a day, 10,000 steps tomorrow. And I'd ask my husband, how many steps you got? He's like, I got 13,000. I'm like, okay. So we had like a little competition going, and it was actually fun. But what happened was, when I didn't get the 10,000 steps or didn't get close to that, I would feel like I was failing, like I'm not keeping up with myself, like I'm not keeping up with my fitness. So now I ditched the mindset of doing 10,000 steps a day. And my current love is lifting weights and riding my bike. So when I told my registered dietitian that I love riding my bike, she said, then get on your bike. After you do your home weightlifting sessions for 20 minutes, get on your bike right after. And I'd asked, well, how long should I be on the bike? Should I be on the bike for 20 minutes? Should I be on the bike for 40 minutes? Should I go up a hill? Should I be doing a higher endurance? What should I be doing? And she said, Elise, just simply get on the bike 4 days a week. It doesn't matter how long. It doesn't matter if you get on there for 10 minutes and you're like, okay, I'm tired, I'm gonna get off. It doesn't matter if you're on the bike and you're loving it so much and you're full of energy and you stay on it for 40 minutes. That's okay too. And if you get on the bike and you're just not feeling it and you only rode around 2 blocks, that's okay too. The point that she is trying to make is develop the habit of getting on your bike 4 days a week. So whatever you're using for your primary source of fitness, don't turn it into a chore that I have to. Make it something enjoyable. Keep it enjoyable so that you get to do it, not that you have to do it. So if you're going to the gym and you're at a class and it lasts 45 minutes and you are done at the 30-minute mark, then be done at 30 minutes. I used to have this all or none mindset where if I didn't have a full hour in the gym, I just wouldn't go at all. And since then, that has led me to be so defeated in many areas of my fitness. If I only got 20 minutes of time or 20 minutes of energy, then that's all I'm doing. Just set the habits. The little tiny habits that you do every day is what really matters, not how long you do it. Remember, don't turn something you love into a chore. Since losing 45 pounds, I have been on the market searching for some new activewear. I've been needing more leggings, sports bras, and side note, when did sports bras become so expensive? Now, I recently found a brand that's actually very affordable called Iuga. I've heard so many great things about these products, and guess what? My order just came in. So let's try these on and see how they fit. I am loving this outfit. The sports bra is great for high impact workouts because it offers full support. It's in the color red wine. It also has Racerback adjustable straps and these leggings, my favorite, double-sided pockets, which are so convenient for your workouts for carrying your keys and your cell phone. And guess what? The girls, they're sitting upright. My absolute favorite is this buttery soft workout tank top. It comes with a built-in bra. I could wear this every single day. I am loving this along with the Racerback adjustable straps, but these leggings though, again, with the double pockets, my favorite with the workout, but this has this tummy, high-waisted tummy control. I feel so sucked in and put together. I feel good from the front to the back. Use the discount code so you can get your Iuga set. Tip number 2, track your food for 7 days just for pure data, not for emotion. So this is something that I'd struggled with for a long time. I remember tracking my food in an app and I would track it for 3 days and I would mess up or not eat something perfect and then I wouldn't track anything for the rest of the day or I wouldn't track for the next couple of days. Then I'd get back on it and I would track again my perfect little diet, and when I messed up, I'd stop tracking again. And that was a vicious cycle that kept on leaving me very defeated in my health, in my food tracking. I was allowing so much emotion come from tracking. Like I felt, again, like a failure or I cheated if I wasn't perfect every single day. The purpose of it, again, is to see your patterns. It's to see, are you under eating on a Monday but overeating on a Friday? Are you doing perfect eating Monday through Tuesday and there's a trigger that happens on Saturday that makes you eat differently? What we're doing is simply looking for patterns. It's a good way to go back and dive deep and to see what your daily habits are, what patterns, what triggers, what emotions. And it's a good way to actually get down to the deep nit and gritty of what your eating patterns are. Are you finding that you're ravenous if you don't eat enough protein? Are you finding that you're extremely hungry after you did that 2 sessions of cardio workouts for the week? So it's good data for you. And so I already knew to track my food because one of you girlies in the comment section had said, no, she said to track it for 7 days. And so my registered dietitian said the same thing. And so I just want to encourage you to make it so easy. Look, you don't have to make a special chart. You can get whatever scratch paper you got, get it out of your kid's notebook bag. It's summer, they're not using it anyways. Simply do Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Sunday through Saturday, make generic lines and put it right on your refrigerator. No excuses. Don't put this in a notebook and shove it in your nightstand because you're just gonna forget it. Don't put it in an app because you're not gonna be as reliable as it. And we're not looking at the calories. We're not even looking at the calories. That was one thing that I asked. I said, well, how many calories are I supposed to be having? Because I don't wanna look at generic information off the internet. I want something that's based upon my fitness level, my height, my lifestyle. And she said, Elise, we're not looking at calories right now. Okay? If pure calorie counting worked for you, you wouldn't be on the phone with me. Ouch. Ouch. I felt attacked. But guess what? She was right. She had told me that as we're tracking our food, we're just looking for patterns. We're not looking for calories. And in fact, while you're on a GLP-1 medication, we're not looking at calories at all. We're simply looking at habits. So are you seeing a pattern with what I'm seeing with my registered dietitian? It's not about working out for 45 minutes or 20 minutes. It's not about 1,600 calories or eating 1,800 calories or 1,400 calories. It's about the patterns. So start your pattern, put your weekly journal on your refrigerator, have a pin right next there, because when you're in the kitchen, whether you eat outside of your home and work outside of your home, you're going to eventually come home into your kitchen. Jot it down. Let it be plain in sight so you don't have to forget about it. It's something that's obvious that even your family will keep you accountable for. Oh, mom, you didn't fill out Wednesday. Yeah, I know. My kids will definitely be the ones to tell me that I didn't do something right. So make sure you have it fully focused, plain in sight, so that you can get the benefits of tracking your eating. Tip number 3, go to bed and wake up the same time within 30 minutes of each other, 7 days a week. Now, this may be hard for some people, but I discovered that on Monday through Thursday, working days, and I go to sleep at a certain time in the night. Oh, there's a cat in the... And then on the weekends, Fridays and Saturdays, I tend to stay up later. Now, this is a good tip for people who find themselves eating late night snacks. Just go to bed. Go to bed. Okay, so what happens is if you stay up late, you're gonna get bored. Whether you're watching a movie or doing whatever you do, staying up late, you're gonna be tempted to eat a snack or treats or whatever it may be that you may have in your home. But what happens is if you stay up late, the next day, you're not so with it. You're not so inclined to go to the gym or do your workouts. You're not going to adapt to your schedule. And you're going to want to tend to crave, if you've got less hours of sleep, like 5 or 6 hours of sleep, you're going to want to crave something carby, sugary, starchy, things that may not be the best for you. So we want to go to bed at the same time, within 30 minutes of each other, 7 nights a week. And then we want to rise. We want to wake up at the same time, around 30 minutes within a window. Now, I can't guarantee I'm going to do this 7 days a week, but I understand the purpose of it. And for the most part, I'm going to be in the bed by 9:30 p.m., about 6 days a week. Tip number 4, it's not really a tip, but it is an aha moment that I had. I've been on Zepbound for 1 year. I didn't even know I was going to be on it this long. And I'm already thinking about when I'm going to come off the medication. Now, some of you guys plan on being on the medication for multiple years or even for a lifelong process. And that's okay, but that's not what I want for myself. And there's no shame in it, whether you want to stay on it forever, especially if you're managing diabetes, that's fine. There's no shame or blame in it. There's no guilt at all. But for me, I just didn't want to stay on it forever. And I'm already thinking about my exit strategy. My registered dietitian said that we're not even talking about getting off the medication until you've been at maintenance level for 3 to 6 months. So in my head, I'm thinking, I'm going to be on this thing for a whole nother year, I guess. But you know what? That's okay. I needed to hear that. Because after having these conversations with her, I realized that I have a crippling fear of gaining the weight back. And even studies have shown that people that come off the medication, 50 to 70% of people can still gain weight after they've gone off the medication, especially if these micro habits that you're supposed to be developing right now while you're on the medication are not solidified. So again, getting your nutrition in check and moving your body daily, along with other things that we know to be true of getting good rested sleep and hydrating our bodies. So I don't know how long I'm going to be on this medication. I recently did a video in the past about how I was on 7.5 milligrams and it had an impact on me where I was feeling exhausted, miserable, not wanting to do the regular things that I used to love. But that was in the winter time. Now it's in the summer and I have recently gone back up to 7.5 milligrams and I feel completely different. I think at the time when I took it, maybe it was winter blues season. Maybe I looked at the things that was going on in my life, like I was doing a home remodel, and maybe it was too strong for me at the time. I'm not really sure. But now, as I've been on 5 milligrams most of my journey, I recently went back up to 7.5 milligrams, and I'm feeling really good. So although I wanted to and wished that I had a registered dietitian the entire time on my journey, I am so thankful that I am partnering up with my physician and a registered dietitian for an exit strategy for my GLP-1 medication. Because when I get off the medication, I'm still going to be meeting up with her because I still want to make sure that I'm doing the things that I know I should be doing. And there's some conversations that she said we're not going to have until I'm off the GLP-1. Because within all reality, your GLP-1 appetite is different from your non-GLP-1 appetite. Your energy may be different, your bowel movements may be different, your sleep patterns may be different. A lot of things may be different. So as of right now, we're not even talking about the details and the nitty-gritty about how long I should be doing something or how many calories I should be eating. So I encourage you, even if you are on the beginning of your journey, the middle of your journey, or towards your end of your journey, make sure you have a registered dietitian so that they can help you and go along with you on this journey so that you can experience successful weight loss for not just now, but for the rest of your life, many, many years to come.